Hello, dear watchers. I've had an interesting and long week. I had just two things I wanted to talk about tonight. Sorry for it being late. By the way, I was really out of it Sunday and had a composition due Monday and a bunch of other stuff, so I didn't end up getting to my podcast. But that's okay because now I have another thing to talk to you about. So, last Wednesday, we had our choir concert, which I don't know if I've talked about how much I'm not a fan of choir in here. I really respect the people that are in choir and enjoy it and are good at teaching it. And I respect Dr. Vreeman for what he's been doing with the choirs and what he expects of us and all that jazz. I'm just not a singer and will never be a singer, but I try real hard. Um, but, a funny thing happened uh, during the concert, and subsequently, I kind of like choir. I'm not going to admit that just yet, so don't quote me on that ever again, but I may kind of like choir. Just a little. So, at least I'm enjoying it now, right? Well, and now we're singing Christmas music, which actually, I gotta say, I do really like the one piece that we started on Monday, because we listened to one of our pieces that we sang, and I was like, wow, we sounded really good. And it was pretty cool, and like all the statesmen after the concert, like I was walking around and some of my friends who are in statesmen were like, you guys sounded awesome, nobody believes you're the non-auditioned women's choir, and yada yada, and it's pretty cool, made me feel good about myself. I I liked singing Christmas music. I love Christmas music. I hate the fact that I hear it in the stores and I hear it other places, and it's, not even Thanksgiving yet. We just got done with Halloween, guys. I mean, seriously, why are we listening to this? But I do enjoy it, and it's fun, it's festive. By, the time Christmas is over, I'm just like, oh my god, shut up. But for now, it's pretty fun. I like the stuff we're singing because it's different. It's not, like, jingle bells, that kind of thing all the time. It's more, interesting historical kind of stuff we're singing. And Holiday Gala, I'm really excited. I've never been in Holiday Gala. Now I'm in two ensembles that do Holiday Gala, so that'll be fun. Uh, let's see. The second thing I wanted to talk to you guys about besides choir was today we had a NAfME meeting, which is, if you didn't know, National Association for Music Education. It's formerly MENC, the Music Educators National Conference. We found out that there was a guy from the Cheyenne School District. He was actually the music coordinator. He's the guy who helps hire music teachers for Cheyenne. Came in and actually talked to us about how to get a job. What you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to wear, questions, and I got a lot out of it. He gave us a lot of good information. He brought us materials. Like, he brought us a fake contract that is actually based off of the one that they use in Cheyenne, the Laramie County School District. And, I mean, it was incredibly informative. We ended up staying overtime just to do it, just to finish it, because it was really good. I'm very happy I went. I'm very happy I got to meet him, and I was thinking about it while he was talking, and I wouldn't mind working in Cheyenne. It's close to Colorado, still close to home, but it'd be good for me to get experience, before I go to Colorado to try and direct a marching band. And I mean, honestly, I don't know if that's ever going to be able to happen, just because it just seems like those are really rare positions, and I'm just hoping now that I can find one, because it's not easy. I mean, and I've told people plenty of times that I cannot wait to teach everything. I want to do everything from elementary ed through graduate student work and teaching graduate students. I want to do it all. But I really want to do high school marching band, competitive high school marching band in Colorado, specifically. I mean, I'm sure other states have really good programs, but Colorado, not just because I marched there, but just because, it's got this great atmosphere, and Colorado's really supportive of the marching arts, and it's awesome. So, But it also made me think, I would be willing to go elsewhere to learn, to become a better educator, like what the guy did from Cheyenne. He went to a little town in southwestern Kansas as his first teaching job and taught there for several years, and then went to Cheyenne and to teach, because then, he was a good enough educator that all the mistakes he may have made in southwestern Kansas couldn't follow him all the way to Wyoming because nobody knew him there. So, but I don't know, just the more I think about it and the more my life has so many possibilities, and as scary as thinking about the future is, it's a lot of fun to think of everywhere I could go or everything I could do, and I don't know, I'm getting kind of excited. It's a good feeling. I decided that I don't want to be in Kappa. Not, I love Kappa. I love my friends in Kappa. I think it's a great thing to have. It's awesome for the band, for the music department, all of that jazz. But that's not where I want to focus my efforts. I don't want to spend a lot of time on something just because I think it's going to look good on a resume. That's why I've decided I want to get a lot more involved with NAfME, because that will help me in the future. That's something that does look good on a resume, but is also giving me experience and, opportunities that I don't think I could get with Kappa. Yeah, Kappa is great for being social and having fun and all that, but I want something applicable to what I'm doing and what I'm hoping to learn. So, with that said, I'll stop rambling, and I will leave you with that. I just, if there's any music educators out there watching this, I would really appreciate hearing feedback on how you got your job specifically. I mean, what did you do while you were in college to get your first job? What can I do? What can people watching this do to get a job, when they eventually get out in the field? So, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. And I'll see you next week.